What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Epic 7 video, and in today's video I want to show you the PvP team duo I've been working with, and that is Righteous Thief Roozid and Cidd together, pushing me all the way up to the PvP ranks. I'm going to show you guys some builds, my guide, and how it really works on my team in this video. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first part of this duo is Cidd. Cidd's going to be a 4-star unit you guys can get, so not the most impossible to obtain, but not the easiest as well. Going to be an Earth Thief unit. We're going to go over the abilities and what makes Cidd so good. So his S3 is going to be it's on a 3-turn cooldown. It's going to cut with a dagger, granting an extra turn if an enemy is defeated. So he actually gets to take another turn if he one-shots somebody with his ability Hack. Attacks using an advantageous element when the caster is granted increased speed. Damage dealt increases proportional to caster speed, so more speed means more damage. Essentially, this ability right here, even if he's Earth and he's hitting a fire unit, if he has speed up, he still gets that elemental advantage over them. So that's why he's going to be really great paired with somebody who can boost up speed. This ability right here is amazing. I would actually recommend maxing this bad boy out if you're going to be using Cidd in the arena. Honestly, you want to max out all of Cidd's skills so you can do as much damage as possible, but at least getting it to the negative 1-turn cooldown. And to really get Cidd going, you need to max it out for as much damage as you can to reset his turn when this happens, okay? His S1 is going to be Relentless Strike. It is going to be attacks with a dagger. A critical hit will increase speed, so he has a way to increase his own speed to help out with the hack ability and make him have more turns in PvP, etc. However, you know, when you get into PvP, you really want to one-shot someone and then hit somebody with Relentless Strike afterwards. So you need somebody on the outside, which is going to be Roozid, to increase your speed. To the caster for 2 turns, so increases speed for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to caster speed. So essentially, the plan here is to use Hack, this ability here, go in, have your speed build up by Righteous Thief Roozid, hit somebody, kill them hopefully, or get them really low. You really want to kill them, reset your turn because you get an extra turn for killing them, and then cast this ability, Relentless Strike, and doing a lot of damage. His middle ability, Wind's Resolve, is going to be a passive he gets when the caster is granted increased speed. So again, you want increased speed. Relentless Strike, which is his S1 right here, is going to be buffed. It's going to get enhanced to deal more damage and decrease the defense of the enemy for 1 turn. So, and if you look down the Molagora skill enhances here, it just gives more damage to Relentless Strike. It just gives more damage to his S1. Same with this one. You want to max it out because essentially, again, you boost up his speed. We'll look at RT Roozid in a minute, but it speeds up. He uses Hack, kills somebody, comes back, has an extra turn. His speed is increased because of Roozid. That means this is triggering on his S1, so then he's really good to go in, hit again, could even possibly kill another person if you have enough damage, and then, you know, it gives him a defensive break maybe for somebody else on your team to go in there and do damage. Another great thing about Cidd is his memory imprint is going to be speed, so that's going to help you guys go first. You really want to go first in a Cidd comp. Pretty much any comp you want to go first, but with Cidd, you know, you want to get in there and do damage. There are a lot of different artifacts you can use on Cidd. I like using Wind Rider. I know it just recently got nerfed. You could have recalled it, but for me, it works great on Cidd. Cast Stealth and increases attack by 45% for 1 turn when the enemy is defeated, and as you level it up, it gets stronger. Essentially, with Cidd, that's perfect, right? Because we go in with Hack, we kill the first person, come back, Wind Rider triggers, we get an extra turn, our attack is boosted up, then we go in with our S1 and maybe even kill somebody else, or at least do massive amounts of damage. That's why I like Wind Rider on my Cidd. Looking over his build, Speed Crit is the way I'm going to be building him up. A lot of his moves are based off speed. You want to get as much critical hit chance as you can. Obviously, if his speed is increased, you're almost always going to crit with that S3 if you have enough, you know, enough crit hit chance. I'm almost there. I really need to get that up to like 85 probably to be safe, but hey, that's as good as I can get it. Critical hit damage up. Effectiveness is good for him as well, strictly because of his I'll go through what I have on him right now. Strictly because of his defensive break can also trigger off of that and be really good. And then you want to speed as high as you can because you want him going first, but you want him going after Roozid, specifically so you can get that speed boost. And then from there, you just want to build up attack. Again, he is a damage dealing unit. You can see that I have critical hit chance here in the necklace. If I could somehow get that to be critical hit damage, it would be even better for my Cidd, because if I get enough critical hit chance around on his other gear, getting more critical hit damage means his S3 is going to be doing more when it crits, yada yada. That's probably the best here. And then we have attack here, and of course our boots is going to be speed because he wants to be a little speed demon. So right now my speed on Cidd is 212. Going on down to Roozid here. Roozid's got 222. We want him being as strong as he can be, as fast as he can be, because, you know, he needs to go first, buff up my Cidd, and that's pretty much his only job. I mean, obviously he has other uses, but he's there to boost up Cidd in that way. Guys, if you have Roozid, Righteous Thief Roozid is obtained by going through the specialty change. So you're gonna have to go through all those missions, and then Roozid will become Righteous Thief Roozid. What makes Roozid so amazing? That's gonna be his S3 right here. Pop that off at the beginning of the first person to go. You pop this off, increases combat readiness by 20% on everybody. So you know that turn bar that you guys have? Combat readiness is going to move you down that turn bar, allowing you to go first against the enemy. It also gives everybody speed for 2 turns, and also grants caster a continuous heal, which is whatever. I mean, most of the time my Roozid's getting hit. That heal doesn't matter. But I really do need to Mulligora this to at least +3 to get that turn cooldown. So even if I live long enough through the battle, I can cast it again, give everybody that speed and that combat readiness. Haste. Or, excuse me, I said haste. Speed is going to be great again for our Cidd, and that's what we want to trigger all his other abilities, so that's why he works perfectly. He puts Cidd to go first after Roozid, and then he also gives him that speed increase to trigger all his abilities. The other abilities he has are actually pretty good for what they can do, so effectiveness is great on him. He can put a decrease to attack on the opponent, and then also do a little bit of damage there, and then he also has a speed decrease that he can apply. But essentially for me, Roozid was built in a way that I want to build him as much speed as I can, HP to have him live, and then just have him pop off and let Cidd do his thing and the rest of my team go, okay? If we go to Awaken here and we go to a skill tree, essentially I worked as fast as I could to get all of the speed up. So if I go over here, I wanted all of this speed when I was awakening him. Anything you can get speed on him is what you want. I'll show you guys my build. Honestly, I just forget everything. Every big speed item I get, I throw on him. Honestly, that crit could have been changed to something like HP or something too. Whatever you guys want that you have that could put more speed on him. Obviously, you want the speed set. But just make him as fast as possible, because there are some dizzies out there that are super quick. There are other units out there as you move through PvP, they're going to get a lot faster. And then I'm using Renan's Memorandum, increases speed by caster by 1.3% when they attack. That's kind of like the budget build for him. There are other better options, but that's what I have going for him right now. So from here, I want to go ahead and move over to PvP, show you guys a couple of battles so you can see how they kind of work together and why they're so useful and how far they've carried me through the PvP ranks. Alright guys, so now we're looking over this list. I hope I get an Arbiter of Vildred to show up, because Cidd does work against Arbiter of Vildred if that's something you want to take into the arena. But we're going to fight this team here. A lot of squishy units. We'll have to see if we outspeed them. That's like the most important thing with this team comp. You must outspeed your opponent or you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. We didn't outspeed the Cidd, but we'll see what the ML Cidd does to us. Ends up silencing our Armin. That's kind of okay, though. I mean, I know we lose our invulnerability and our buff, debuff resistances. We're going to see where we push to. All right, so Dizzy's going to go first, and Biken is. So my plan here, I know it sounds weird. I'm going to try to kill Biken and then hit Dizzy. Strictly speaking, because I have elemental advantage now over the Biken because of my S3 being sped up, and then I always have elemental advantage over the Dizzy. So we're going to go for Biken here and see if we can get a kill. Take care of her first. Okay, that looks like it's going to be a kill. Boom. So that's a kill. Now we reset. We've triggered our Wind Rider. We've also triggered our S1, or S3, excuse me, repeat turn, and we're going to go for Dizzy now. Oh, so we ended up popping off, killing both of them, so we didn't have to worry about that too much. It looks like my my ML version of Cidd has a buff, so we're going to go ahead and tap onto Eufine's S3, which does more damage if they have a buff on, so that's going to be the end of him. He's going to go ahead and go to the graveyard, and then, hey, you silenced me, but that's not good enough, because now I'm just going to destroy you. So that's essentially a perfect turn. That's a perfect matchup for me right there. So this turned out working out. Look at Cidd, just doing work. Doing the defensive breaks. Had a provoke on there, so she can't even use her abilities, and Eufine's just going to end it all with her giant sword axe. So that was kind of a perfect run. Let's run into something a little bit more difficult maybe, so I can show you guys maybe how you can recover if things don't work out too well for you. All right, guys, so we're going to pick our next opponent. We're going to face this team down here. We do have Crow, which is going to be an probably an Aureus on him, taking some of the damage away from what our Cidd can do. But I want to try it out and see what it is. There's no Dizzy here, so that actually spells really good stuff for us. I feel like Dizzy is my biggest weakness in the arena if my Armin doesn't get to go before her and my Cidd doesn't end her before it happens. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and pop our S3 like we have been doing. We're winning the speed war that is Epic 7 PvP, and I'm actually going to go for, let's see who's going first. It looks like Biken's gonna go first. So again, just like last time, we get elemental advantage over Biken due to our S3 and our speed buff, and Luna, we always have elemental advantage. So I'm gonna take the time here to go after Biken. There may be times when you just want to go ahead and go after a water unit. Ooh, we didn't kill. But we do have our invulnerability we get to cast with our Armin, so it gets to pull us out of that tough spot. That was close, but the Aureus did save her. That is on Crow. Yeah, but we have invincibility, so this is we're good here. Euphina is going to go next, which is again is a problem I need to fix through my speed on my Euphine orb, whatever unit I decide to put there. She really needs to be going before. Well, actually, we ended up getting CR push. They ended up getting CR push, so we're just safe from all of this. C Armament is absolutely a busted unit. If you guys pull her, you're going to be absolutely amazed at what she can do. So we're looking at this here. We do have a buff down here onto the Biken, and Biken's close to being destroyed, so we're going to hopefully be able to pull it off here with Euphine's S3, which is, she did so much damage. She is definitely gone, so that's a kill. We have Crow coming in at us, pushing our Euphine back. That's okay. And now this is the point where Roozid is okay. Roozid can do a couple of things for us. Right now, he's kind of knocked out of the fight. You can see here that he's not going to be able to do anything. That's fine. I'm going to go back to targeting the Luna with my Cidd. Just do my best to get in there and do as much damage as possible. Luna's about to go again. She can't be provoked. It looks like nobody can be provoked, so we're going to attack whoever we can. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Scream with Euphine. Try to get some of those buffs off of everybody. Let's see what we got. We got the defensive buff, which is nice. Oh, and she attacked the CRman. That's great. Let's go ahead and hit the Luna again, trying to get her as low as possible for next time when Cidd goes. We're going to get a heal from... there we go. Honestly, Cidd also can soul burn his S3, and it is a huge multiplier on that. If you take a mage in this spot right here, if you would like to, give them the book that gives you guys, give them the artifact that gives you guys some of this souls at the beginning of your battle, it makes Cidd that much more powerful. But for me, having that backup of Euphine is much more important. So we're going to go ahead and hit up Luna again, doing some great damage. Ooh, we got a proc there. And let's see. So see, my team's speeding up. All right, this is it. This is so I can take the chance, burn, and hit one of these other two. However, I'm not going to burn. Instead, I'm going to just use the S3, and I'm going to go for Luna. That way I get the extra turn. She's gone out of the picture. We don't have to worry about her too much anymore. She's dead. Get an extra turn. Then I'm going to go for Crow. It's scary because Crow does hit back extremely powerful with that one ability he has, you know, his S3 if you get him low enough. So my plan right now is to get Crow to the almost to the breaking point, and then hopefully have Euphine finish him off with an S3 before he does his S3. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm working with in my head. We can also soul burn that. Okay, so I am not going to go for Crow anymore. He's a scary man. I know that Aureus is going to be hitting that anyway. Okay, so we're back to Roozid being able to use his S3. Would have been able to use that sooner if I had it mulleted up. Let's see. All right, so one more turn. Hey, we got defensive break on her. Let's see. Oh, big damage. So close. All right, maybe C Armin's going to be able to finish off the Angie. Great. And now here's the chance I have. I'm just going to hopefully kill him. I'm burning it. He has a defensive buff. We'll see what happens. No, okay, he's gonna wreck one of us, but it doesn't really matter. More so that matters if you're doing in Guild Wars. You don't really want to use a unit, lose a unit, because he's killing somebody out here. Look at him. He's going hard, dude. Who is it? Goodbye, C. Armin. You did your best. And then I'm just gonna have Euphine dab on him and take him down. So I hope you guys, this is making you guys like I love the gameplay of this. It's kind of strategic. You do have to think a little bit when you go into battle. Who are your targets? How are you going to target? Etc. And it's a lot of fun because you feel powerful. It feels like you accomplished something. You got to do a lot of work to get Roozid up there, a lot of work to get Cidd. They're not easy units to build up to where they need to be, but once you get there, it definitely pays off. All right, guys, so we're going to try to face this Arbiter Vildred. I've refreshed, wasted a bit of gold to try to find this for you guys. Actually, this team looks super scary for my comp. I don't want to fight any fire units, obviously. All my units are Earth. So, Litica, not that big of a damage dealer, but I know that we're going to have a little bit of problems outspeeding this ML unit here. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I want to show you how Cidd can work against the Arbiter Vildred. We'll see if we can make it out of here alive. I'm unsure with this. This team comp seems pretty OP. We're going to have to wait and see how this works out. Oh, got a connecting arrow. That's great. All right, at least it connected. I was worried there for a minute. All right, Litica's going first, hitting Euphine. That's totally fine with me. I love her S3, dude. Oh, I need to get a Litica. And then we have her. Do not go for Cidd. Okay, great. Don't stun. Don't stun. Don't stun. Stunned. Okay, that's fine. At least I can show you the Arbiter Vildred stuff. I may get stomped, but maybe we can at least show you how Cidd is good against Arbiter Vildred when you're not facing a team like this, all right? Sadly, we're stunned, so the Dizzy's going to pop up. So we use our S3 against Vildred. Should kill, right? And then normally you're scared of him because he comes back. Yeah, definitely kill because they build him glass cannon. Comes back. Cidd takes his priority, takes his turn. Then you re-kill Vildred. You don't have to worry about him anymore. That's the great part about this. The sad part is this team's probably going to roast me because it's so powerful. We'll wait and see. We'll see what we can do. But at least I got my A Vildred Cidd tech going on, Blast, for what we could. Oh, my gosh. All right, dude. I'm going to go ahead and take this off here. Get that All right, so we're gonna go for Dizzy because oh, we missed, dude. I'm telling you, Dizzy is the most infuriating unit in the game, bro. If our units live through this onslaught of attacks, and then C-Armin gets another turn, oh my gosh, dude. Ooh! All right, Cidd's going again. Don't miss. I'm trying to get this miss proc off of me so I can use my S3 there. Oh, C-Armin, please. Yes, invulnerability. Put it on, baby. Put it on. Saying there's a chance, dude. Okay, we're very low. It's not looking the greatest in the world, but oh man, I was hoping she would use. Okay. Honestly, I'm going for her when I use my S3 anyway, so we're going to try to do as much damage here. We're going to burn. We get the elemental advantage against this fire unit. We're going to hope we can kill her off, dude. Then we get another proc chance, go for Dizzy. I don't know what? Wait, what? I didn't have a speed boost. Oh my god. I did that much damage on a miss, though. Did you see that? And my girl Euphine ain't got a turn yet. Oh, there we go. Now we have a turn. All right, this is bad. We still have missed chances. I'm gonna use all my power against her. Just stun or something, dude. I'm just praying. Ooh. Oh, it's enough damage, enough damage. Lydica's down, Lydica's down. Don't die, Cidd. This is insane. This is insanely looking bad for me. Because she's about to, oh. Go for, oh my gosh, dude. Okay, like I said, we got our butt beat. Didn't have a speed boost there. If I would finally Mulligora my Roozid, maybe we would have had a chance there. Because that speed boost sit up, he would have got to have his turn again. But hey, this is just an example of, oh my gosh, dude. My poor Euphine, dude. Okay, all right. You got me. But I did that to show you guys what you can do against Arbiter Vildred with Roozid and Cidd. So that's pretty good, right? Yeah, so that's going to be the end of our video, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned a little bit, maybe made you interested in using those Cidds you have, using those Roozids. Again, Roozid also has a speed imprint, so it helps your Cidd get a little bit faster. It is a little bit of tweaking and making sure your Cidd's not too fast for your Roozid, because you don't really want your Cidd going first along with the rest of your team, but it is a lot of fun, as you can see, and it's pretty hype. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've ever tried this out, or if maybe this video made you want to try out Roozid and Cidd, and then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Specially changing units is super annoying, so be ready for that with Roozid. Catch you guys later.